Starting in this business is really difficult. I'm going to try and give you the best advice that I can from the experience that I've gained throughout the years of failing to try and boost you up into this future endeavor that you're about to go into, that is real estate photography. Now, I know it's going to be difficult, but you are going to have to get yourself out there. My number one thing is you're going to have to get out and meet people and talk to them, get in person and do face-to-face with them. So the number one thing right off the bat that I'm going to tell you is headshots may be your best bet into this, even if you do not do headshots at all. Here was one of the main things that I got in with Keller Williams to get hundreds of agents to get in front of me so they could see my face, read a pamphlet that I brought, and talk to them about real estate photography. Now, this is something that I've already done once I've established a portfolio and had some clientele already, but I'll get into, if you're a brand new one, how you can gain new clients and then go back and forth between old clients and kind of take some business and roll with it and go from there. But first, the headshots that I'm talking about are how I gained at least 60 agents in one little fail swoop over a period of 6 months. But what I did was went to my local Keller Williams office and I talked to the main secretary there who does vendor and schedule meetings. So even if it's not Keller Williams, Compass, or just whoever is your large, big person there that has a ton of agents. Now, it's difficult because most agents are still just at their house, in their office, anything like that. They don't come in. And I know what you're saying. AI has taken over the headshot industry. Don't worry about any of that stuff. This is the meat of what I'm talking about. Getting in front of an agent with some type of purpose in mind. So whenever you talk to the person and set up the meeting, just let them know, I'm going to be doing these headshots for $10. I know you're saying that's too cheap. I'm not going to waste my time. Trust me, this is an investment into your time. This is not trying to get rich off of the headshot market. That market is not what you're trying to get into. It's the real estate market. So $10 headshots, it's not so expensive that everybody's going to be like, I don't want to really do that. And it's not cheap enough to where they have somebody coming in and they're like trying to get a headshot for free and they're not even an agent and they're just trying to get there to do things like that person's not going to show up because they don't even want to spend $10. And once again, this is a time investment as well. So keep in mind that agents are all about time. So you need to be able to get in, get out, and get them out of there. So here's my suggestion. Take whatever website you want. Make a pamphlet or brochure, either a one sheet or a trifold. Maybe even get a big stand that is not expensive, but you could roll it up and put it on a little tripod that says, I am a real estate photographer. Don't market this in any way as like a headshot opportunity for you. This is a way for you to get out and get your stuff into the agents and get them talking. And maybe even do this once a month for your companies. So just find all of the local real estate brokerages in your town and go and offer, every month I want to come in and I want to do $10 headshots for your team. Now, don't only offer $10 headshots. This is what I would do if I were starting over today. Today I have hundreds of agents that I work with, so I don't need to expand any more than I already do. So with that $10, you're going to actually spend a little bit of time doing something that you wouldn't think to do. Whenever I do the headshots, I set up a basic little lighting setup. If they have a giant window, you can do it in front of a window to keep it simple. If you want to put it on a tripod or if you want to do handheld, either way. I put up a background, plain white background, and then all I have them do is face to one side, take a picture, face to this side, take a picture, and face to this side and take a picture. Once they say, oh, I like this side of my face more. Then you can go off of that. So stand over here, look back, and then just take one or two, and then just tell them, that's awesome, you're done. If they want to see their picture and go over it, there are going to be men and women that like that, but then they're like, let me do this, let me do that. Just let them do it. It's fine. Then go ahead and do whatever kind of editing you want, even if you want to do like Avato or Portrait Pro, something like that. There's a bunch of different programs to do editing of people's faces and all the backgrounds and everything. So my streamline for this is I do 3 different photos. They tell me what they like, we're good, and then guess what I do? So I give them a natural look, an edited version, and then I AI in a headshot for them. So they can just have whatever they want. And normally this takes, 10 or 15 minutes per person. So it depends on what you're actually doing. Once again, this is a time investment. So whenever they are there, talk to them, give them the brochure and say, hey, just so you know, headshots are not my actual thing. I am a real estate photographer. If you already have a real estate photographer, I completely understand. And I'm only here if they go on vacation. I'm only here if they're fully booked up and you need a secondary person. If they don't have a real estate photographer, hey, I've got a deal for you. I'm going to do half off your first one, and then anything after that is just going to be normal price. But to get you in the door, here's a deal. If they want to go even further and talk to you about doing deals on like a free floor plan, Caba Casa does free floor plans. That's a no-brainer. 3 to 5 minutes. And just send it with them. And if you get all of their business, make sure you have a stipulation with them. Like, hey, as long as you're with me, don't tell any of the other agents, but I will give you a free floor plan if you do 20 houses a month or something like that. Depends on the population of your town, how much turnover the housing market may have, things like that. You can make deals with individual agents. And if somebody else hears about it and be like, hey, you gave them free floor plans, why don't you give me floor plans? Be like, I'll give you the exact same deal. If you're doing 20 houses a month, I'll give you a free floor plan on each house. If you do 10, I'll do half off premium floor plans. Just come up with some kind of way to separate yourself from the other people. If you want a really big agent, time is going to be their biggest thing. So what I would do is offer same day delivery on any of my bigger like top 3 that are giving me, 150 to 200 houses a year, where they get same day delivery with, their edited photos, but any kind of video or anything else is going to be on the normal timeline. But at least they can put it into the system for them. So back to the beginning of that. So you're in front of all of these people, you're interacting with them, they get to see your personality, they're getting the brochure, they see the pamphlet, all the things are rolling. So what's the incentive to actually have them call you? The number one thing, follow up with them. You're going to have to send them these photos. So whenever you send them the headshot, you're also including your website or something that would show your portfolio with some kind of way to book with you. Here is my site. Here's your headshots. This was great. Thanks for this opportunity to be in front of you. Now, here's my real thing. Let me take photos for you. And then, pitch that up in the email or whatever kind of way you're sending it to them. And if they want to get real crazy, you can like deliver an actual thumb drive to them. They have designer thumb drives. So put the little thumb drive in the box and they have a thing and they open it up. It's another face-to-face that you can do to get in front of them. And then go from there on trying to get them. Now, what I mean by follow up is just, a month later, just say, hey, I took your headshots and I was just going to see, maybe you have an opportunity for me to photograph a house that you maybe thought was not very good and didn't need professional photography. I would love to photograph that house for you at half price or free just to kind of get my foot in the door. If you already have a photographer, no worries. Just let me know if there's any need that you may have in the future once they are on vacation, or we've already talked about that. And so that gets you in the door as well. Now, here's what you would do if you don't already have established clientele and have some kind of portfolio or literature to give to them. So what I did in the very beginning was I took pictures of my own house. I cleaned up the room really good, took pictures of that room. Went to the next room, cleaned it up really good, took pictures of it. Now, I'm a little crazy whenever it comes to this kind of stuff. And so I took pictures of multiple areas in different lighting conditions with flash, ambient, HDR, all the things. I trained relentlessly to get the very best photos that I thought. And here was the tricky part is I'm in my own house. So I see all the flaws and the things I'm insecure about with my house. But whenever it's somebody else's house, it becomes a lot easier. So try and get a friend, a family member, or even on social media, just say, hey, I am trying to get into the real estate photography business, and I need 1 or 3 rooms, something, to photograph for my portfolio. Do any of you have a room that you think looks really good? I want to photograph it, and I'll give you the photos for trade. I don't know what somebody would do with these photos, but they love having it. Showing off their house is a big deal for them. They maybe took a lot of time to design little elements here or there. They're going to love it. And this also gets you in foot with maybe some designers or builders who want some upcoming work, and then they'll see it. That's another thing. To get clients, you have to be consistent. So keep posting like at least 3 times a week, and just post the best thing that you've seen all week. Like if you went to a designer's house, ask them first, can I post this on social media and use it for promotion? They're going to say yes, as long as you tag them or let them like be in the post somehow. And of course, show the house, show what you've done, and just say, tag your real estate friend. Then they're going to tag real estate people, go to each one of those, and then just message them. If you want to get super creative with it, just say, tag your real estate friends. If you get 25 tags, or if they get 25 referrals, I'll give that agent a free shoot, half off, 25% off. Come up with a contest about it. And then, kind of go from there and roll with it. I know I've said a lot today. I know I haven't taken any breaks. This is all just off the top of my head, but these are the things that I would do to really hone in and get a whole bunch of business if I needed it. Now, from all that I've said, this is from starting to once you're in the middle. Once you're towards the end, if you're wanting to get more clientele and you've already got a lot of clientele, these are the same steps, just following up, going through, finding on Zillow, people with bad photos. That's good, but there's a reason why they don't have good photos in the first place. Either they don't know any real estate photographers, or they are cheaper, or don't have the income. They have some kind of thing limiting themselves. And then there's the people that take pictures with their phones. I wouldn't even mess with them. They are do-it-yourselfers, and they want to do it themselves. They want to, have every bit of control over it. So don't be discouraged if you messaged 30 agents last week and only one replied with a no thanks. That's just part of the business. Getting in front of people and actually talking to them is going to be more beneficial than anything else. The whole thing is you want to be in front of as many agents as possible. And so another one just popped into my head. If you do any kind of event photography, getting in front of people at events, charity events, or any kind of upcoming things, make sure you look at all of your brokerages may have some kind of like meet the agent days or open house days. by the way, don't go to open houses. That's not a good way to get an agent to book you for the shoot. Now, I know some of you may think, if you're even still here listening to me, oh, but I can go to an open house and take pictures of that house. Don't do that either. That'll be very awkward for the agent, and it'll be one of those things where the agent talks about you later, but in a bad way. Like, oh, this guy was hounding me to take pictures of the house, and I felt uncomfortable, and it was weird, and it's just a not good thing. So I would advise not to do that. But there are other things. So, back to charity events is a great way, because brokerages or agents, top agents, will buy full tables, or a whole bunch of people will go all at once. Even if you have a board or something like that, you can go to their events. They have award ceremonies. There's so many things you could do. And what I do with this is I offer an extremely low rate for the people I'm trying to shoot for. Now, if somebody says, wedding photography, that's a whole different deal. Or if there's a sneaker convention in town and they want to do by hour, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about specifically for real estate members, real estate agents who are throwing events, or there's a bunch of people at the event that are real estate agents, and you want to get in front of them and talk to them. If you are the person they keep seeing everywhere all the time, then that's who they're going to think of when they think real estate photography. And so anytime it's mentioned in the office meetings or around the water cooler, as it's said, hey, who do you guys use for real estate photography? If you're not the first person on their mind, then you've done something wrong, and you need to correct that in some kind of way. You need to be in front of them, sending memos, sending reminders, delivering candy to the offices. Individually sealed mints. Individually sealed mints is where I got started with that. Is I would just have a tub with my branding all over it, filled with mints and candies. You could buy just a bag and put it behind the desk and just say, hey, here's the bag. Refill this candy jar whenever you get time. And that's if they allow that, of course. But yeah, so headshots, meeting people, getting friends or family to let them take pictures of your house, builders, designers, interior decorators, all of these things are going to build you up in the industry and get your name out there and give you that little edge that you need to outdo the competition. By the way, all of your competition is doing this as well. So if you wake up and you spend 3 or 4 hours not doing anything but texting people and trying to get in contact with these agents one by one, and somebody went to the agency and has booked a headshot with 60 of their agents because of these cheap headshots, and they need headshots all the time, and they're in front of the 60 agents and all 60 agents are talking, who are they going to remember? They're going to remember the guy that was sitting in front of them at the time doing all of these brochures and headshots and giving them something of value and contributing to their time and social media. And then this is all just the start of it. So there's so many more things you could do with the video side and branding and media and just, oh goodness, don't get me started. So I hope this was helpful for you. This is one of the ways that you could get more clients, but I would love to hear your thoughts on it. I would love to have you put a comment down below on your method that you may have done, or tell me why this was wrong. Tell me why this doesn't work for you, and maybe we can come back and forth and talk about a solution that would work for you. I don't have any website for you to check out, but yeah, this was how to get more clients and clienteles. Like, subscribe, all the good things.